Hello everyone, I hope you're well and smelling great, enjoying your favourite fragrances. And this is today's opening. It is 40 Knots by Xerjoff. So hello guys, and today it is a blind buy. We're going to be opening 40 Knots. Now, a little bit of backstory. I was looking online for this, and the cheapest I could get it was about 100. Well, it was about 200 English pounds, £199.95p. And what I did is I went onto a reputable, or fairly reputable, sales site, ends in Bay. What I ordered this, it's not brand new, so this is it here. It's not brand new, it is used. The gentleman said there's some sprays out of it. I think it's 100 ml size. 100 ml size. I think he said it's 95 ml left, and he charged me 150 English pounds. He wanted 180. We did a deal and settled on 150 English pounds. So there's always the risk, is this legit? Now, I'd say do due diligence when buying second hand. I have bought them in the past and I've been very fortunate. And also I have actually been stung once or twice. So yes, what convinced me for this that it was legit is he photographed it in the background with plenty of other fragrances, which were again seemingly legit, that seemed to add some authenticity to it. Now I'm opening this. It's straight out of the post. That's the box, and this is the Xerjoff. There's nothing to suggest that that's not legit. You've got the felt there, and there's the juice, and I'd have to say now, out on a limb, that is legitimate. Now, I don't know if you can see the line. I'll shake the bottle a little bit, but that's the juice level. So there's a fair amount in there. I've got a paintbrush to sort of illustrate. There's the fill level, and usually they come to about there-ish. So there's not that much out of it. I don't know his reasoning. Well, I think he might have said, but I don't know whether he was just downsizing, getting rid. Maybe this wasn't for him. I don't know if this will be for me. It's part of the Join the Club range. Actually, I won't go there yet. I'll let you know. I'm just on the Xerjoff site, and it's saying being transported to the luxurious yachting lifestyle on the mesmerising Mediterranean Sea with 40 knots. So this is probably an exhilarating ride of freshness, maybe. Colourful marine life, the glistening rays of the sun, and the taste of freedom that comes from the open water is bottled in this highly unique Xerjoff perfume, and it's vegan friendly. So there's no meat in this, or dairy product. I'm gonna spray this because I think my understanding with these is they don't tell you what is in the notes. Well, that's it's fresh and floral. That fresh floral. It's brighty green. It's like a bright green. Like, that's interesting. That. See, I didn't think I'd like it. I don't. The aquatics I've smelled, they're like, I always find them a bit lacking. It's a bit like real freshies. I tend not to go for them because they generally, to me, come across linear and boring. So I like an adventure with my fragrance and a journey. Now that opening was really bright and flowery, though I can feel this settling down already in a quite quick, short period of time. And it is becoming green and it's becoming woody. But it's still really in the opening. Yeah. So it's metamorphosizing. I've got no doubts this is legit, unless there is some really phenomenal fraudulent perfumers out there. My initial thoughts, I'm actually really liking this, yeah, and it surprises me actually that I'm liking this. It's a very bright opening, very clean, fresh. I can almost see why they've linked this with like the sea, you know, on a yacht, because that's what I'm not exaggerating. That's what the opening spray felt like with the atomizer. The way it hit me, it did feel like ocean spray, like the freshness of ocean spray. Which, you know, I'm inclined to believe that was what the perfumer intended. So yeah, it's a wow, that's a really good achievement. So, all right, I'm just gonna go on to Fragrantica and right. So yeah, it does give the accords actually. The main accords are woody, marine, salty, aromatic, green. Okay, yeah. 40 Knots is an aromatic aquatic fragrance for women and men. 40 Knots is a yacht club, so it's part of the Join the Club collection, which there's 10 of, it's saying, all representing different types of virtual clubs. So I don't know what that means by virtual clubs, online clubs or something maybe. Again, you know, feel free to research that or let me know what that means. So this is part of the yachting club. The ingredients, again, it's woody notes, cedar, salt, seawater, green notes. So that, like quite a few other of the club ones, maybe all of the club ones, not forthcoming with the fragrance notes, which I quite actually like. You can keep one guessing and keep one working out, or yeah, it adds a mysterious note to it, and I feel more inclined to appreciate the fragrance for what it is then, rather than what's in it. And you know, I don't have to think. And that's good, you know. But just enjoy the experience rather than, yeah. Let's have a look at some pros. It screams quality. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. It does. Let's have a look. I'm feeling this probably has got quite a bit of longevity on it. Okay, yeah, so longevity is long lasting is the outrider here, and then eternal. So yeah, I had that feeling, and for a freshie, or like, yeah, something that opens up fresh. Maybe that's the woodiness that adds the longevity to it. So Xerjoff is strong, and then moderate, and then enormous. It's more male here, and then unisex, and okay price. Well, I could have got this full bottle at a discount for about a penny or 5p under 200 English pounds. So I feel even if you were to pay that for this, you're not disappointed. You're getting a really quality fragrance there that is going to be suitable, I'd say, for pretty much any occasion. I couldn't see this being offensive to anyone. It may be florals. If people didn't like florals, there's quite a bit of, I don't know if it's this batch or whatever, I'm picking up quite a bit of floral, but I like that. I like that. One of my favourite florals is Galloway. I just love that floral and musk mix. This is sort of floral and woody mix. Heavy and luxurious bottle design. Okay, well, we all know the Xerjoff, the pen nib, and or maybe we don't. It is a quality bottle. I've always liked the Xerjoff bottles. They I don't know, is that crystal maybe? I don't know. Probably not actually. Probably doesn't need to be, but still, nevertheless, they are fine quality bottles. I think it'd take a big drop or a hard throw to break that. Anyway, long lasting, yeah. Rich yet always manages to stay bright and fresh, which is interesting. I'd be interested to see that actually, how this lasts, and because most freshies I've had just don't last. They're off within an hour or two on me. Creamy and slightly spicy. There is an element of spice, but it's not dominant. The dominant is the green freshy herbaceousness and the woody, the wood that's involved in it. Don't know if it's oud. Don't think it's oud. It may be incorrect, but it's not coming across as an oud to me. Draws compliments. I imagine so, yeah, and this would be easily acceptable as an office scent, no problem. Going out, lovely bright sunshiny evenings, day wear, no problem. I think spring and fall, the end of spring, beginning of fall, this might also come into its own. I probably wouldn't wear this in a winter myself, because there'd be other winter fragrances that I would choose over this. So yeah, and when winter comes around, there's certain fragrances I like to gravitate towards and enjoy because they really perform well in those months. End of fall, winter, beginning of spring. So I wouldn't probably go for this at all, and that's okay. That's all right. Delicate balance between natural and synthetic ingredients. Not trained enough to know that, to be honest. Effervescent off the skin, yes, I'm feeling this. That's what surprises me with this, is the freshness it's emanating. It's like it's projecting, yeah. So the cons: powdery with soapy notes and little saltiness in the scent profile. I don't know about the powderiness because it's not really dried down yet. The soapy notes, no, I'm not picking up any. I don't usually like soapy fragrances. I don't see the point in them. Just wash yourself in soap, you smell of soap. It's like, I'm not picking that up with this. And a little saltiness. Again, I'm probably not trained enough my nose isn't that way to be able to pick that type of stuff up, but it certainly smells freshy, sea breezy to me. I live by the coast, and yeah, it's emulated it pretty well, apart from the stench of rotten seaweed, which is not in this. It is by some parts of the coast, but definitely not in this. Not for the faint-hearted. Very heavy fragrance, which again is interesting because once that fresh outburst, and then there's a heavy, thick, woody setness to this, like thick setness. Yeah, it's almost like a gel. It's sort of like a gel, and that's probably not fair. It's like it just settles and onto the skin like an oil. Yeah, it's sort of like an oil, a light oil. Mature and refined, but may give off a country club vibe instead of a yacht club vibe. You pull this off at any club, really. Flipping bowls club, golf club, chess club, stamp collecting club. I don't know what, knitting doily club, any club. So yeah, it's very universal and easily accessible. This next quote, it pretty much says that actually. Inoffensive, but marine opening can feel odd. Inoffensive, yeah. When I first sprayed this on, the initial thing I got was cold. It was cold. It was like, again, like I said, the sea spray, but it was like cold. So I wonder if there's something like mild eucalyptus in this or something. May smell like Coca-Cola for some individuals. It's probably more, if I was to equate it to any soft drink, this is probably more 7-Up or Sprite-ish. May lean too feminine for some individuals. I can understand that. Thing that may be feminine, and it depends whether or not I think that it's awesome if men can pull it off, is the floral opening. That was one of the main things that hit me with this, and fortunately I like florals and I feel I can pull them off, certain ones anyway. This is certainly one of those, so I can understand people feeling it feels leans a little bit more feminine. However, that floral opening doesn't last. Look, it's pretty much, it's there, but it's way in the background. It's the woodiness now that's coming through, the woodiness and the herbaceousness of this that's coming through. Yes, so it's trending and it's trending really high at the moment. It's just gone up and up and up, really, sort of like that. So this is my second join the club. The other one was Ivory Root, which it blew me away. Ivory Root. This is, yeah, it's certainly a winner. There's plenty of occasions that spring to my mind that this will be used, certainly coming up to summer. It's gonna be a pleasure. My initial feelings with this, again, I keep repeating that, is I feel comfortable. This feels really comfortable. It's an easy wear and easy to just fit into, so it's almost like putting on a garment of a well-fitting clothing. So let's have some reviews of other people, what they've said, and this is a small overall review for any blind buyers. At your first spray, this fragrance on skin, it reveals a very boozy, fresh, salty core, completed by a sweet honey fresh dry down, almost like popular Xerjoff Naxos without all the tobacco. I mean, that's that person's experience. Me personally, I didn't get any boozy. I got floral, and I don't get any honey and sweetness with this. It's more woody and herbaceous. That's what I'm getting. But again, that person may be picking up notes that I'm not, so I'm not going to say that's incorrect. Opens up very aquatic on my skin, dries down to soap with powdery amber underneath. I like it. It's very unique, but I will not be purchasing a full bottle. To the common nose, this creation smells like baby powder. Well, I wouldn't mind smelling like baby powder. As I've shared before, I love a powder. I love a powdery fragrance, so that wouldn't be negative for me. A lot of people, it smells similar to baby wipes, but not in a bad way. Yeah, so then again, next one, start settling on the skin. I get baby cologne vibes. What's a baby cologne? Like Prado Infusion, de-iris. Maybe there is iris in this then. Maybe that's the floral. Maybe we found the secret ingredient in this. It gets pretty uncomfy smelling on my skin due to the cedar note. I think it makes fragrance more masculine. Yeah, cedar can be. I've got a few fragrances with cedar and it can be quite a dominant note. I don't mind it myself. I love pine resins. Anything to do with pine, I love. This fragrance for me is the best summer scent I've smelled. It smells like woods mixed with the ocean and just smells incredible. I would wear this every day if the price wasn't so high. For me, it lasts over 24 hours and the projection is incredible. People can smell me from 5+ feet, perfect for warmer temperatures. That's interesting. There is a very cooling effect in this. So menthol, no, you can't smell the menthol, though. It feels like almost, and again, when I say this, it smells nothing like it, but I don't know if anyone's ever put like tiger balm on the skin and it has that cooling effect, and it smells nothing like tiger balm, but it's got that similar effect. So I'd be interested to know what that is actually. Though each and every inhale of this, it's getting more and more beautiful. It's different. It's really odd. It's different in that respect because I'm smelling lots of different things each time I'm inhaling, so we'll have to put my nose in this myself. Comments on here will confuse you. Clean, ambery, sweet, luxurious, unisex and long lasting. Smells like hairspray, unappealing. High quality, not mass appealing, not aquatic, not summery at all. Summer evening, yes maybe. Amber, baby powder, bomb. Good, not amazing. Is this not amazing? I'm gonna wear this, and I wouldn't ordinarily wear these type of fragrances. Well, saying that, I actually haven't really smelled many fragrances like this, though. What I mean by that, apologies there, a little technical issue. So yeah, I've totally forgot where I was. I got complimented by a group of girls as I was walking down a staircase wearing this. Lol. They just said I smelled really nice. I basically never get compliments from women. I only get compliments from dudes at work. Construction in brackets. So yes, this is a compliment getter if you're concerned about that. Well, but aside from that, this really is a brilliant perfume. It's versatile, season-wise, and very strong. I'm hopeless at describing smells, but I can say it smells exactly how the bottom looks. Defo get your nose on this one. Perfect for any occasion, but I have a feeling this shine will warm summer nights. Yeah, it's back to that cooling effect for me, yeah. Really unique scent, great performance for a spring summer fragrance, and the dry down is heavenly, incredibly versatile, bottle is incredible, and perfect signature scent. Could easily see myself wearing this all year round, 10 out of 10. Price has come down from probably its release, so 200 English pounds for 100 ml. I got about 95 ml for 150, and do you know what? It's a steal. I don't know if the person is highly unlikely will watch this, but thank you, I'll say, because it was a fair negotiation, and I really did me a solid actually. So thank you. The opening of 40 Knots is very similar to Naxos, and I'm almost sure that 40 Knots contains honey and cinnamon. So that's someone else saying honey. Not getting it. I'm not getting any sweetness out of this. I'm getting herbaceousness and wood and floral. I can't pick up myself any honey or cinnamon. Not saying that it's not in there. It's just maybe batches differ. What a masterpiece. Xerjoff is my second favourite niche house behind Amouage. This fragrance is something unique. It smells work for both women and men. In my opinion, this is a woody, powdery fragrance. The performance is really good. You should try it. I've really gone on to Xerjoff myself and Amouage, yeah. I'm pretty much a PDM fanboy. However, that they've reduced the concentrations, I feel they've changed their fragrances for the worst. I have to say that, because buying older stock with the higher concentrations, they're a lot more pronounced, they're deeper, darker, richer. I don't get why they do that other than for marketing. So now I've gone on to the fragrances that don't do that and do have the higher concentrates of oils, and I'm enjoying them more. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the new PDMs, though. If I'm going to be honest, there's just a little bit lacking. They were on this level, the deep, rich, and now they just, I don't know, they compare the old to the new, they just feel a little watered and not as long lasting. And I had that experience with Herod. I sprayed on the new formula of Herod on my skin, and it didn't it lasted 6 hours. And the old Herod, I get 10, 12 plus off that. I go to bed and still have it on in the morning. I want a funny comment. Someone give me something funny. A family member said I smelled like a toilet after putting this on. And yes, I had showered. It's nothing like toilets. I might get some hate, but this one really did wow me. Just bought a slightly used 100ml bottle of this for an insanely good price, and I am in love. This stuff makes me feel some type of way. I literally can't stop sniffing my arm. Such a lovely aromatic amber and powdery fragrance that I can now say is my second favourite Xerjoff behind Naxos. Sorry Tony, you know me. 10 out of freaking 10 for me. I could have probably wrote that. This is a slightly used bottle, insanely good price. I am in love with this. It has had me feeling a certain type of way. I'm not sniffing my arm because I haven't put it on my arm. And I don't know about amber. I mean, a lot of people are making reference to amber. It's the mystery what is in this. That is beautiful. Do you know what? I don't know how many I put on there though. I think I put 7, but let's do another 2. Right. I mean, I'm going out in a bit, but why not? Enjoy it. I'm saying that. I'm saying it doesn't look like a beast. It doesn't, but that is, you know, that is something else. Even back to that opening again, that is, wow. What at all? I've got to say that's magic in a bottle for me. I really do. During the clubs that I've tried so far, both have been heavy hard hitters, and that's the Ivory Root and this 40 knot. Yeah, it's now got me very piqued my interest very much so to, right, what are the others like? So I hope you like that. It's going back in the box for the day, and then probably be out tomorrow. Very pleased with that. No doubt of its legitimacy. Again, it's a blind buy. Yeah, just do your due diligence with this stuff. I have been stung, and it's not a pleasant experience when somebody just takes advantage of you really, and by fraudulent means, and sells you something that isn't legitimate. It's because they do come with a price tag, though there's no doubts with that, to be fair. So yeah, I thank you again for that, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and well, we'll get back to you again soon with another one. I hope you're creating value in your life and in your environment, and yeah, carry on smelling great, guys. Bye.